Hi, Hans Vu here. I just wanted to do a quick sketch video. This will all be about practicing profiles, drawing more, and learning from experiencing the act of drawing. There's no story elements, and will probably be pretty bland, as I'm not really changing up the profiles much of each of these drawings. This project started because I didn't have much time to draw, so I came up with this idea. I work a 9-to-5 job. I travel about 2 hours a day to and from work. By the time I get home, I'm pretty hungry, so I end up going to get something to eat. By the time I'm done eating, the day is over. Trying to find time to sketch or draw became a pretty big challenge. And I'm the kind of guy who needs a little bit of inspiration to get going. I go online, I look at some of my favorite artists, and I would get stuck. I mean, some of these guys are just amazing. I would just browse through their artwork and then browse through their friends' artworks and then their friends of other friends' artwork. Man, I would just be so inspired by their artwork. The moment I sit down to draw something, whether it be on a piece of paper or on the tablet, I would come up blank. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I have no ideas coming to my head. You know, everything is so cool that I want to draw that I end up drawing nothing. I could easily waste 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes 2 hours just doing that and getting no artwork done. And a lot of times I just want to practice and I end up wasting a lot of time. So I kind of came up with this idea of doing rough sketches to kind of learn and recording my sketches as I go so that I force myself to be a little bit more consistent. And I'll keep trying to post as many videos as I can. I mean, this is all experimental, so who knows, something might happen in my life and just don't have the time to sketch and draw anymore. This is actually going to be challenging for me to try to keep this up. Hopefully by doing this I'll see improvement in my art and maybe work a little bit faster too. So these profiles that I'm drawing now, they're out of my head. I'm not using any reference. Although I do think it's a good idea to use reference. If you get stuck, you know, it's always a good thing to do. I like exaggerating sometimes, so I don't like being restricted. But at the same time, you know, I don't even know how to draw certain things, so I gotta look it up. You know, just do a simple Google search. You know, find tons of reference artwork. But basic things about drawing profiles: your eye line is in the middle of the head, and then the bottom of the nose is usually halfway between the eyes and the bottom of the chin. And then the bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin, halfway between there is kind of where the lip line is. And that's kind of how I structure out my profile drawing. You can see that I draw a lot of reference lines just to kind of set up my, you know, how I'm going to draw. And then I kind of change up the sketches left and right depending on, you know, whether it be a guy or girl. I actually have a hard time drawing women. I don't draw women very often. Growing up, I was always into that. Comic books, drawing like muscular superheroes, Batman, Superman, X-Men, Wolverine, all that sort of thing. So it was easy just drawing cool superheroes. They didn't have that many female superheroes that had their own titles. Come to think of it, even nowadays, they don't have that many female superheroes with their own titles. I mean, the one that comes off the top of my head right now is Wonder Woman. And most of the time I would just draw guy superheroes. And that was one of the biggest complaints about me from friends. They would say, man, you draw a lot of super, you know, big buff guys, but you don't draw many women. The problem is I look at other people's artwork and I would be influenced by their work. And I would sort of copy or mimic their style or be influenced by it. And then I would look at somebody else with a completely different style, but you know, it's just as cool. And then that would influence me. The things that tend to influence me are video games, comic books, anime, movies. I love movies. Animation artwork. Man, some of the animation artwork, just amazing. I love it. How to Train Your Dragon, Rise of the Guardians. And what else is there? Despicable Me. I can't wait to see How to Train Your Dragon 2. I know Frozen's coming out soon, so that's going to be exciting. So these rough sketches that I'm doing, I took about an hour, maybe 2 hours a day of my time each day. I did it over a span of maybe 5 days. All in all, it's about 3 to 4 hours of sketching, kind of condensed into something that's about 8 minutes long. But you can see as I'm zooming in and out, I got a lot of space to work with, so trying to fill every inch with the sketch. The dimensions for this one is 11 inches by 11 inches, and it's 300 dpi. 300 dpi is the standard dots per inch that you want to draw with it. It's usually because you never know if you want to print it out. And the reason why I'm making the artboard 11 by 11, it's a perfect square. Instagram does, square posting, and it's easy to thumbnail, so I'm just gonna stick with the square. I actually like doing rectangular format, like landscape or portrait, something that's like 12 by 6, kind of that anamorphic look that's always appealing to me. This video is sped up about 20 times its original speed, so I hope nobody thinks I actually draw this fast. I don't. So I'm just gonna continue drawing here. I'm running out of ideas of what to draw and what hairstyles to do, and whether it be a guy or a girl. People come in different shapes and sizes and ages. Just keep going, try to fill up this page here. I mean, I know there's not much of a variety in terms of the way I'm drawing it. Once I get to the guys, I change it up a bit, but for the females that I draw, it's pretty homogeneous. There's not much of a change to it at all. But again, I mean, this is just rough sketching. There's no real point to it other than practicing the act of drawing. Other things about this is I'm using Photoshop CS6, and I use a Intuos 3 Wacom tablet, which is pretty old compared to today's standard. I know it's time for an upgrade, right? I'll actually be going to the CTN Animation Expo this year. It'll be the first time I'll be attending this convention, so hopefully Wacom will have their booth there and I'll get to try out their new Cintiq Companion or Cintiq Companion Hybrid. Really excited about it. I don't know which one I want to get. They both have their plus and minuses, but I think it really comes down to actually holding it in my hand, trying it out physically to see which one I really like and which one I really enjoy. I've been wanting a Cintiq for a while, and they're not the cheapest thing in the world. And I have tried them out, and I tell you what, they are a lot of fun to draw with. They're the closest thing to pencil and paper, and it just goes straight into digital. I struggle with my Intuos 3 because my eye and hand coordination is just not as good as pencil and paper, to be honest with you. If you enjoy the video, please let me know. I'll try to make some more. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and I have my website, anthonyvu.com. Just starting out, so hopefully we'll get some more content up. Alright, thanks guys, bye.